Hello, everybody. Happy Star Trek Tuesday. It is your favorite time of the week. It's time for the main viewer. Every Tuesday, we bring you all the best Star Trek and sci-fi news of the week. Man, oh man, and this is no exception. Today, we're going to talk to you about PanCan, Trek Against Pancreatic Cancer, that is the team name. They have raised $200,000 to fight pancreatic cancer and to raise awareness. Now, that was mentioned, at least in the title. It was a lie. They're not at 200,000. They're like at 199. But I'll bet you we can hit that $200,000.
They're at $213,000 as of tonight.
Look, Ryan was right. They hit it.
We did it, everybody.
There's
Thank you.
update.
Good night. Wait a second. Is that right?
Yeah, Trek movie just got
Trek
the
movie said
official
that.
number
Wow.
from Kitty Swink tonight.
That's fantastic.
Awesome. Okay, it must be from different sources, because look, I'm looking flatly on the PanCan website. It says 199, 515. It was at 199, 300 like an hour ago. So anyway, I'm going by this one. I believe that they are well above. I'm sure they got it from other sources, maybe from like, PayPal, or there are other ways or whatever. Who knows? But let's see if we can't make this.
Let me send you this there's a link on the official PanCan website that says this number now. I'm sending it over to you.
We'll take it. So anyway, 200,000 plus, everybody. And that is some of our favorite Star Trek people doing that. Also, there's a lot of discovery in the news, if you can believe that. And I know people are saying, but we want to know, boots on the ground, what was this Purple Stride walk like? Well, John Orchiola was there, boots on the ground, sneakers on the ground, ear to the ground, listening in. He'll tell you all about it. Where's
Hello.
Longo?
If I could steal Tarak's catchphrase, yes, I was there. I was there.
He was.
It was fantastic, and yes, boots to the ground, sneakers to the ground, ear to the ground. Seashells trying to listen in on some hot goss when the starter people were talking.
And you're going to divulge all of it for us. Actually,
Oh yeah, all of it.
Our good buddy
everything.
Melissa Longo is not here right now because she's at some party that she was invited to, I think by this guy.
Nice.
So she's going to that. That nice you heard was Jenny R. Johnson.
Hey. Hey.
By the way, everybody, Jenny R. Johnson sold like 100 pre-sale prints of Deep Space Nine, her Deep Space Nine painting, and she gained like 17,000 followers on Instagram, and it's amazing, and all of them are coming over here to the main viewer, so it's pretty good stuff.
Exactly.
Congratulations to Jenny.
And what Jenny wants you to know is to buy more.
Yes. The current run of pre-order prints for that painting is sold out right now, but it will be restocked June 1st. Yes. Or maybe sooner.
That's amazing.
We'll
Congratulations. All the hard work you put into that. It's well deserved.
Thank you. And big shout out to Chuck and Eve England, and Joshua Reeve, and yeah, a number of our chat pack friends have pre-ordered prints, and they're just the loveliest.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So, and everybody, I forgot to mention, John Orchiola is of ScreenRant.com. He writes all of the Star Trek and AEW news. Well, he heads it, at least. Great stuff by John Orchiola. Dr. Anne-Marie Siegel is here out in McDonald's. What's up, Anne-Marie?
I'm in Connecticut. So relaxing. Not much. Just reading lots of Discovery news.
Ooh. Well, let's get into it. Oh, everybody, my name is Ryan T. Husk, and I'm wearing my family shirt because it feels like Star Trek can be like a family when we all get together and donate. Hello in the live chat, Chuck A., Dave Gregory, John Davis, Dead, Purple 7, Linda Anderegg. Dr. Anne-Marie Siegel just muted herself because she is at a McDonald's. Stephanie, Hello to you, Bob D. What's up? We see all of you, Joshua Reeve, and thank you all for hanging out with us, Joel and Scott Jensen and Faith Howell. All right.
Oh, you know what I was
Please.
doing before this, actually? I was making my
Having a Big
hotel
Mac?
reservations for STLV. I'm super excited.
Here's the question.
Okay.
Speaking of which, when you used to get chicken McNuggets
Sweet
at
and sour
McDonald's,
sauce.
sweet and sour,
Obviously.
that is the question.
Yeah.
I think I did barbecue
Oh, you would.
and honey mustard.
Ooh.
What about you, John?
Weird.
I'm a barbecue guy. I always order barbecue.
I think I like sweet and sour too. What is there? There's a fourth one though, isn't there?
There's hot mustard. There's there are a couple of specialty flavors now that have come and gone or have come back again. There's like a spicy chili one, and I think there was something else as well. Pretty
Oh my
recent.
gosh, I'm so basic.
Are we talking about nuggets? I was
Mhm.
typing.
Yeah.
I've only ever had like a couple of bites of a chicken nugget. That's like the only chicken I've ever had. And it was in the
Wow.
80s, so like the level of chickenness was
Oh.
probably low.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
But I
the
think I liked
poll,
honey on them.
the poll today, of course, everybody. See, was it
I
hot
think
mustard
it's
or
sweet
honey mustard?
and sour. Isn't
It used to be
was
just
honey
honey.
mustard.
You could get just honey. At least up here you could.
I thought it was anyway. So the options are barbecue sauce, hot mustard, sweet and sour, or other. Tell us below. Ranch, was ranch there?
I don't think so.
I haven't had chicken nuggets since like high school. But man,
Yeah.
I would eat a lot of those guys, if you know what I'm
Me
saying
too.
to you, after high
I think I
school.
know what you're saying.
I'd be like, I could get that many nuggets for this many cents. I could fit it all inside of me, and like 6 cheeseburgers.
Well, what is mambo sauce?
Seriously, that's
There is
real
ranch.
true. All right. Anyway, my name's Ryan T. Husk. Please, everybody, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon for notifications. If you're listening in, please give us a nice review and a 5-star rating. We'd really appreciate that. And also, just to get the conversation started, as you know, since Anne-Marie's at a McDonald's right now, they've really classed up the joint. Looks nice behind you. Let us know when you go to McDonald's, when you used to. I don't anymore because that's gross and I'm vegetarian by a long shot.
Yeah.
So they're not promoting us. But when you do go or used to go, what was your go-to order? What was your go-to order? Anyway, let's talk about Pan Can. Check this out. So on a website called twitter.com, you go to at back of the head says,
Whoa.
says the dream team, trek against pancreatic cancer, and he ats them all. Now, this team was Kitty Swink, Juan Carlos Cotto, of course, Jonathan Frakes, Armin Shimmerman, and John Billingsley. Really? Oh, his brass tab is that Juan Carlos Cotto? Yeah, that's cool.
Nice.
Let's see what's going on here. So these are
Yeah,
pictures and
watch the video.
videos taken by John himself.
Oh, how many that audio?
My part was very good.
They're so cute.
Those guys are so cute. I can't believe
Yeah.
it. Could you guys hear
Adorable.
that okay?
Barely.
Yeah.
The audio
Okay,
is kind
let's-
of
I thought it was people at McDonald's with Anne-Marie. There
This'll
we
be
go.
better.
Oh my god, I didn't realize it was a rager.
3, 2, 1. Engage with us at Pan Purple Stripe. My part was very good.
Look at his shoes.
Those are awesome.
That's awesome.
Anyway, So, tell us of your future career in camera work, John Orchiola.
Well, yeah. So the Trek Against Pancreatic Cancer team, as we all know, raised about $200,000. I think it was the total was 198 on the morning right when we started walking. So a lot of people were there. It was an amazing turnout. Trek Against Pancreatic Cancer, easy for me to say. That team was Jonathan Frakes, Armin Shimmerman, John Billingsley, Kitty Swink, and Juan Carlos Cotos. And then there was a special surprise guest, Jess Bush from Strange New Worlds came in and
Awesome.
also did the walk. She happened to be in LA that weekend, and she called up Jonathan Frakes to catch up the night before, and he told her about PanCan, so she came down and walked and supported.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Love
so
that.
it was really yeah, it was really awesome. So the Trek team got recognized on the big pre-show that they did before the walk for their fundraising, and it was actually really funny because they named every member of the Trek Against Pancreatic Cancer team, and they mispronounced Jonathan Frakes' name. They
Did they say
they
Franks?
announced no, they announced him as Jonathan Frakes, and then
Nice.
and he
That's awesome.
died laughing. He
Mhm.
loved it. His reaction was so good. I wish I caught his reaction on camera. It was actually really
I
good.
love that.
Yeah.
How far did they walk?
It was, I would say it was about 2 miles. So we walked up Ocean Drive up north. And then you take the ramp down
Santa
and you
Monica?
walk in Santa Monica. And then we walk down Santa Monica Beach back to the boardwalk. So it's about a 2 mile walk. It took about 45 minutes to do. But I think we were walking kind of fast. I had a little group with me, my friend Daniel, my friend Ron, brought my little Star Trek nerd gang to also support. And yeah, so really fun. I got to talk to all the Trek people, which was really great. Talked to Jonathan Frakes. He stepped on my foot, but that's okay.
Were you guys dancing? Sounds like you were
No,
dancing.
no. We were just, it was every team had their own little section, and it was kind of cramped in there. So we were just kind of maneuvering around each other. And then there was a step and repeat where you saw everybody was doing their promos and publicity and stuff. But yeah, we were all kind of crammed in there and trying to maneuver, and then Frakes accidentally stepped on my foot. No big deal.
Fun. Lucky.
He apologized. I told him I didn't even need it. It's like I have another one. It's fine. So, and then I talked to Armin Shimmerman. That was actually the first time I'd met Armin. I interviewed him before for Screen Rant
Wow.
over Zoom, but we hadn't talked face to face in person. And we mostly talked about Sirach and what a great guy Sirach turned into. He had
Oh,
a lot of really nice things to say about Sirach. And then I talked to John Billingsley. That was great. John's he's just so entertaining to talk to.
he's a delight.
He's fantastic. We didn't talk about anything of any substance whatsoever. It was just all chaotic joking around. And then Jess came in, and I got to talk to her a little bit about season 3 and season 4, but I cannot divulge anything that we talked about.
It's just the 4 of us, John. Go for it.
Yeah, that's true. All right. So what she basically said was Spock dies several times, and oh wait, no. But that was really great to see her come out and support Frakes. She basically walked with Frakes.
Yeah.
Because that was the person she really knew. When they announced the total of $198,000 or whatever it was, I was standing next to Melissa, and when they announced the total, I yelled, "I did it!" Which was really just like the most idiotic thing you could possibly do. But you can't take me anywhere, not even to a charity event.
Well, let me ask you this, John. After you said that and the crowd fell quiet,
everybody felt quiet.
How many people would you estimate were there for the Trek team?
For the Trek team, I don't know. I wasn't trying to do a head count. I would probably say a couple of dozen. Maybe more. I mean, there are a lot of people, but the Trek team itself is split up because it actually is comprised of people from all over the country. So there was an LA contingent, but then there are people in the Trek Against Pancreatic Cancer team from all over the country. So for us, with everybody's loved ones and supporters, I would probably say maybe 2 to 3 dozen, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, our friend Dave Gregory was in the Atlanta part.
All
So
right. Cool. Saving lives. That's very cool. So real quick, speaking of saving lives, let's talk about what's going on in the live chat, because McDonald's kills lives. So
I went to McDonald's today. I
Matt
love
Ford,
their coffee.
did you really? You're loving
I'm
it.
obsessed with their coffee.
Also, this
Faith,
podcast is sponsored by McDonald's.
Yes.
no, I doubt it.
have
Faith
great milk
Howell
too.
said, ketchup, don't judge me when talking about the nugs.
Oh,
Dead
interesting.
Purple says, Chick-fil-A sauce. Okay, so you have to take that over.
They have like 20 sauces.
I've never been to a Chick-fil-A in my life.
Nope. Me neither.
Never been. Scott Jensen the 13th says, I dipped my chicken nuggets in motor oil. It doesn't specify which, though. I think it's 1040. Let's see. People talking. Okay, honey mustard. Okay, Bob D says they did have honey mustard as
Okay,
well.
I fell
John
down a
Davis
rabbit
says
hole of this.
fresh.
There's so many kinds.
What else do they have?
Well, apparently they're 4 like original, and then like over the years they're up to like 8, and maybe there've been as many as 20. It's like
What was the fourth?
oh my god, I'm gonna.
There was sweet
I
and
closed
sour,
the tab.
some mustard, something or other, and barbecue sauce, and then
I want to. Okay, this is really great.
Hang
live
on.
streaming.
Here we go. Hang
this
on.
is not that important, to be honest. People aren't here but to know about that anyway.
Original
What's original?
Oh my god. Okay.
McDonald's nugget.
Tangy barbecue, spicy buffalo, creamy ranch, honey
I
mustard.
was right.
Honey,
There was a
just
ranch.
plain old honey.
I was right. Plain honey.
Sweet and
Interesting.
sour.
was
And
right.
buffalo. Tangy
Barbecue,
buffalo.
honey, hot mustard, and sweet and sour. That was the first 4.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy. That's
Sweet
just
and
honey.
sour.
Just honey.
Buffalo's one of the first ones.
Barbecue.
No, Buffalo wasn't.
Hot mustard
Wait.
and sweet and sour.
Honey,
Barbecue.
hot mustard,
Oh my God.
barbecue, and
I need
sweet
a
and sour.
mnemonic.
Honey, hot mustard, barbecue, and sweet and sour is like
Oh
one
my
item.
gosh.
Yeah. That's
Make
hilarious.
sure
Honey
you
mustard.
add McDonald's to the
So it's basically like plum sauce, right?
Anyway.
Yeah.
All right.
Bringing
Fine.
you the important news, folks.
I don't know why this is
Yeah.
so interesting to me. It really shouldn't be. Let's move on.
Circa 1983. Thank you very much.
Yeah, so sorry, everybody. John Orchiola, you were talking about all the juicy tidbits that you picked up on while you were talking to people. Dr. Phlox told you that he's coming back in Strange New World Season 3, so stay tuned for that.
Amazing.
He plays old Dr. Phlox, but still very rascally.
He plays
And,
several generations of Phlox, actually.
Kitty
my
Swink
gosh, I love
says
that.
she plays the Federation president in Starfleet Academy coming soon. So look forward to that. Armin Shimmerman is a Jedi Master in the Section 31 movie coming up. So
Very
look forward to
exciting.
that. And Jonathan Frakes will be directing all of them, by the way. So really looking forward to all of those. What did you hear? Anything fun?
Oh, I mean, not really. Everybody really was there to talk and just to focus on the event itself. And like in terms of Star Trek stuff, look, I didn't ask Frakes about Season 3 just because I completely forgot because he stepped on my foot, and it was a whole different thing. I did actually ask him about his other project, the one that was announced that
Right.
he was going to be directing, that sci-fi series, but I can't really
What's
talk
that?
about. I can't. A few months ago, there was a news story. I know I published one that he was adapting or directing an adaptation of a sci-fi. Is it a book or I should look this
So
up.
I can't remember what it is.
The
let me
Neuromancer?
Yeah.
No, not that.
No?
I don't think it's
No?
Neuromancer. Oh, it might be.
I don't know.
Am I right that they're filming in like Croatia or something like that?
Or
Or
like Romania,
Deathlands. Ooh, Deathlands sounds fun.
Deathlands, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he hasn't
There's-
started filming at this point?
Well, he said he said that announcement that was made was a bit premature. That's
gotcha.
But
yeah.
it's shooting in Romania?
I think so. Yeah. Well, it's
Awesome.
supposed to be.
I wonder if it has to do with Dracula.
Jonathan Frakes as Dracula.
I like that.
Oh wait, no, it's
Actually,
sci-fi. That's right.
actually, that would be pretty cool. He'd be great.
You can have vampires in sci-fi.
Sure.
Closest things to vampires in sci-fi was the Remans kind of look like Nosferatu
Mhm.
in my
Right.
mind.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Or
Yeah.
the whatchamacallits in Stargate Atlantis.
Salt
The
vampire.
what are they called?
Oh, I don't
Yeah,
know.
that too.
Oh yeah,
Stargate
yeah, the Salt
Atlantis.
Vampire. Yeah,
The Connor Trinneer played one. The Wraith. The Wraith.
Ooh.
Yeah, in Stargate Atlantis, but they like sucked energy.
Yeah, Keiko was
Yeah.
an
Oh,
energy
this
vampire,
is
that's for
super
sure.
interesting.
Dude,
Do you
come
know who
on.
do you know who the showrunner of this is? Mark A. Altman.
Right.
Very cool.
And they're
So
filming in
he's bringing
Bulgaria,
on
Right.
in Bulgaria. Cool.
We had
where
it
they're filming
close.
For All Mankind's spinoff.
Croatia, Romania, Bulgaria. Yeah.
Bulgaria.
Well, Bulgaria and Romania are neighboring countries,
Yeah.
of course.
Interesting. I didn't realize. Wow.
Hmm.
We're going to realize a lot more soon, I bet.
Yeah,
We're gonna hear a
you
lot
better
more about it.
recognize.
I wonder if they're going to cast Star Trek actors in it.
Like other
I
times
would
when
hope so.
Mark A. Altman has been a showrunner for things, like if they need someone last minute, like one time he last minute brought on Jeffrey Combs for Pandora.
Nice.
So I feel like they always keep Star Trek actors in the back of their minds.
I mean, don't we all?
Mhm.
Yes.
You know?
Front of our minds.
Yes. Everything I cast with Star Trek actors.
Mhm.
Because
Me
why wouldn't
too.
we?
Me too.
So, John,
Yeah,
can
let me
you
just
tell
get
us a
past
bit
all this
more about
McNugget
this?
talk.
Sorry, I want to talk more about this momentous occasion.
Mhm.
Did everybody say what time of day was this?
This was Saturday morning, so
Yeah.
the pre-show, like the festivities was at 9:30, and then the walk started at 10, and then it officially wrapped up at noon, but it wrapped up whenever you were done. But yeah, it was a beautiful day in Santa Monica Beach. It was a perfect day actually for this walk. It was about not even 70. Weather was great. You couldn't really beat the scenery.
Yeah.
And yeah, everybody was in amazing spirits, and it was such a great event. I'm really glad. I was kind of hemming and hawing about whether I was going to go, because there was one point where I thought I had a conflict and I wasn't going to go, and then when that conflict kind of solved itself, I
Offed
still wasn't
itself.
sure if I was going to go, but I'm glad I did because it was really like such a great event.
That's amazing.
I feel like that's the kind of event where everybody has their lunch plans right after, like
I
everybody
was just gonna say, what did you have for
goes-
lunch
Yeah.
after?
Huh?
I was gonna say, what did you have for lunch after?
Oh no, my friends and I just went to brunch on Ocean Drive. It was actually,
Lovely.
yeah, it was. Yeah, I didn't get to see Melissa afterwards. Actually, I think she finished a little bit after we did. But
Mhm.
both my friends were starving because they didn't eat breakfast. So it was like, all right, let's go to brunch.
What?
And so
How do you
Yeah.
not eat breakfast?
I agree. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day.
Jenny
I had an
eats
amazing
sheep
donut
for
for
breakfast.
I don't eat sheep for breakfast.
That's what they do in Nova Scotia, right?
yeah,
I eat muesli every single day.
Ooh.
Usually when people offer her sheep, she's like, wool? I guess.
I'm a
No, you-
vegetarian too, Brian.
they shave the wool, sit on it, and then eat the sheep.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, Katie
You
Nicolao's
too.
in the live chat.
Hey.
Hi, meteorologist Katie.
We love her.
So many random fandoms.
Hmm.
We do. Hey, Katie, good to see you.
Yeah.
So anyway, in terms of PanCan Purple Stride, the fundraising isn't over. Pancreatic cancer isn't cured, but
yeah.
the fundraising keeps going. So if you're able to go to pancan.org /Team Trek, I believe is the team page, and donate, please keep going. There'll be another event next year around this time, next April. I'm going to go again. And if you are in a city that can do it, or if you happen to be in LA and be part of this here, it's really, really fantastic. I cannot say enough great things about what an amazing time it is. You get to hang out with these awesome Star Trek people. Everybody is just so approachable and fun, and you can't beat a nice morning walk on Santa Monica Beach.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Seriously.
There's some more statistics that I got from the Trek movie article. So nationwide, an estimated 70,000 people like attended Purple Stride events,
Awesome.
and they reached $19 million total. That's
Wow.
incredible.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Amazing.
You know,
And so needed.
I can't help but wonder if we treated all illnesses with this kind of attention and fervor. I remember the late great Kenneth Mitchell once saying something like that. I don't even remember what it was that was being promoted so heavily, but he did say something to the effect of, hey, people are donating so much money into this kind of thing. It makes you kind of wonder what if they donated that much into ALS or into anything else like
There's
that.
so many,
I don't
it's
want to
such a
misquote
complicated
him. I don't
issue.
remember exactly what he said, but it was something to that effect of
No,
like,
it's
yeah.
true. Mhm.
And it would be great if we treated all things because it shows, look at the gigantic strides that could be made. See, I used the word stride
That was
finally.
good, yeah.
It only took me 30 minutes, but I did it.
Yeah, it's true, and ALS actually in particular is an illness that doesn't have the publicity, doesn't have the sort of the engine behind the charities, and it should. I mean, among many others, but ALS is just particularly awful.
Yeah, it's an awful, brutal disease.
Well, it gets into also like there are a lot of other really awful diseases that don't even get that much publicity.
Oh, absolutely.
And it depends who gets
Absolutely.
it. And then it depends like how many, I mean, like 1 in 8 women get breast cancer. So breast cancer is always held up as the one that gets the most support. And like also we only have like so much money individually. Also makes you think like maybe some more funds should go towards research from like corporations.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's incredible. You look at something like this, and people, just regular people, are coming together and putting that kind of money together, and it's, I mean, and it really goes to show what humans can do when we work together. But imagine if we all actually work together. It would be, something like, I don't know, Star Trek.
Oh, I see.
Ooh. You okay?
I was just reading something. But it's very true. It's a very important.
Well, also, all research is good research because you learn something for one thing, and it always ends up being applicable to something else, or helps with the understanding of the human body, so that then you can apply that to something else. So it's just amazing work. And pancreatic cancer is notoriously one of the highest mortality cancers.
Yeah,
It
absolutely.
really is. It really is. And that's coming from a doctor, Dr. Anne-Marie Siegel. Do you know a little bit more about this, like where the money's going to go, or like what in particular they'd be researching? Like, I don't really know much about where the money goes directly into researching.
One of the big things that they talk about on the website too is the fact that, like, for example, their routine exams to check for breast cancer, because you get mammograms. Their routine things to check for colon cancer, like colonoscopies, which you should be getting every 10 years after you're 50, unless you have a family history and should be talking to your doctor. But pancreatic cancer really doesn't have one.
Ugh.
And then, I mean, it's kind of like lung cancer doesn't necessarily have an early screener either, because for lung cancer, like if you do x-rays to like check for it, it doesn't necessarily help you increase your mortality. It's more like they're different like markers. Like you might live longer, but that's because you detected it earlier. It doesn't necessarily like help you live to an older age. There are all the preventative things need so much help so that you can catch it faster and do something about it.
Right.
So I know the website talks a lot about like looking for more preventative things and gathering data so that like the first degree family members or second degree family members, like who should be checked and how you should check that, because like blood markers. So things like that. And then obviously like drug trials for different chemo agents.
Thank you.
And then I think a lot of I'm sure some of the money goes to like supporting like a support system because
Right.
what they do is so important.
That
Yeah, that's the other
definitely.
thing the PanCan does is they also give a lot of focus to the caregivers because people don't just go through cancer alone. They
Yeah.
also
Yes.
have to rely on their family, their friends, their
It's
loved ones,
huge.
and who also bear that burden as well. So PanCan also works with them to help alleviate some of that burden.
Yeah, they're
That is
amazing.
huge, and I'm so glad that's big strides that we've made, over the last few decades, is realizing that, illnesses, whatever they may be, whether it's addiction or mental illness or cancer or anything like that, it affects the people around them so much. And not only do those people deserve support, but the people with the ailments will get better support if we are
Exactly.
supporting them. So
Yeah.
that's really great stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, it's great. These organizations are really coming around to the idea that, humans, people get sick. And it's not just a matter of we need to cure the disease, but we also need to take care of the people, and yeah, take care of their quality of life. Absolutely.
So
Yeah,
our good
also like
friend,
sorry. Also, one other thing is the epidemiology
yes.
research of it, which is like what demographic is more likely to get it, and like there's studies like what is it linked to, or what are other indicators, and how to get the communities most at risk educated so that it's not
Right.
they're getting good healthcare as well. All things that PanCan also helps with. It's amazing.
A
Yeah,
couple
pretty awesome.
notes before we move on. Linda Anderegg in the live chat says, by the way, they just changed mammogram recommendations to start at 40 instead of 50.
No, mammogram has been at 40 like for at least a decade or two. It's colonoscopy that's 50, but I mean, there are all these other things that make it 45.
And speaking
And
of
I'm
that,
signing up in 6 months for my first one. Can't wait.
nice. Really?
Yeah, I turned 40 at STLV, so the second I get back, I'm gonna get one.
The Matt Boardman in the live chat says, it makes me reflect on Dorothy Duder, Doug Drexler's wife, who passed away from colon cancer. Had she gone in sooner, they may have caught it earlier.
Well, I
Still
don't think
something that
it's
breaks my heart, he says.
yes, very heartbreaking. Obviously,
Anyway.
you just have to talk to your doctor for specific recommendations. And they're different kinds. So
Yeah. Or just message Dr. Anne Marie Siegel. She gives free medical advice to anybody that said with the hashtag.
yes, go see your
virtual
primary care doctor.
She'll be happy to do that.
Yeah.
Anyway, everybody definitely support these great charities. They are super important, and the people doing it are heroes and angels. Now, there's a bit more on this. This is from trekmovie.com that covered it. And yeah, you're right. It does say 213.
So when you click on that hyperlink, it sends you to the PanCan website, which I think what happened is they got a couple donations just as big gifts. And so they added it to the...
Yeah.
Which is amazing.
Great.
Here it is here, Trek Against Pancreatic Cancer. And it talks about all this good stuff. This is the old stuff. The three of us, Armin, Kitty, and Jonathan, joined forces last year. John Billingsley joined, and now Juan Carlos
Amazing.
Cotto.
What a beautiful way to like remember your loved ones too.
Yeah.
Totally. It was just showing foreheads. Anyway. But that's all great stuff, and Trek Movie covered it very well here. Nationwide, an estimated 70,000 people attended Purple Stride events, reaching the goal of 19 million to fight the disease. Star Trek guest star Kitty Swink, a 20-year pancreatic cancer survivor, joined up with her husband. We know all this stuff. Oh, here's a good picture of, wow, it was a beautiful day out there. Check it out.
That's awesome.
So lovely.
Superhero. All right. Let us move on. Everybody's not too late to donate, so please do so. Actually, we'll include that link right now so we can hit 200,000 on that original link too to make it look cool. There you go. All right, moving on to the next item, everybody. The next item we've got here is, let's pull it up. Oh boy. This one is fun, fun, fun. Do you know who Elias Tufexis is?
I've heard of him.
Yes.
Oh, he plays my new favorite crush in Star Trek.
It's Locke, the censored
Mhm.
in Star Trek Discovery season
I think we can
5.
say it now. I think it's out there.
Yeah.
I'd say we
He
give
says-
people a yeah.
He says, the picture on the left is me at about 15 years old on a pretend Enterprise, filming a pretend
mean
Star Trek show
pretend?
in my friend's basement. The picture on the right is me years later on the actual Enterprise, playing a main character on an actual Star Trek show, Life's a
That's so
Trip.
great.
I'm obsessed with this love boat hat.
I
Yeah,
love
what
it.
is going on? The Lock Boat.
Yeah.
The Lock Boat.
But
It's so
note
cute.
the other photo is him sitting on the bridge of the Enterprise.
Yeah.
The real one.
Exactly. And I don't think we've seen. No, we did. We saw him on the Enterprise.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was. He was definitely there, but he didn't go on the bridge. His character
Yeah.
didn't go on the bridge. Maul
Yeah,
did.
yeah, yeah.
That was for the glamour
And
shot.
nobody sat in the chair.
It's like, hey, can I buy a photo of you?
No, Burnham did.
Oh yes. Yes, she did. Yes, you're right.
Mhm.
I take it
That
back.
is so cute.
That's awesome.
Ugh. Oh my God, don't you want to know, like, what do you keep in that pouch?
Mhm.
It's empty to me. Just his ring.
So cute.
Amazing.
Yeah, that's so great.
So, how many
Great
people
boots,
can
too.
you think of? We know that Seth
Seth
MacFarlane,
MacFarlane.
right? He famously did a Star Trek fan film, and then years later he ended up on Star Trek, and then he made his own Star Trek type show.
Noah A.K.
Noah A.K., right? That was the other one. Who, I don't know if he did a fan film, but he did a lot of Star Trek conventions,
Yeah,
pictures
yeah.
of him cosplaying. Can you think of any others? John Orchiola of Screen Rant?
Hmm.
Who had a fan film, then jumped to Star Trek?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Oh, that's what you mean by fan film to Star Trek. I love that we call basement Star Trek fan film.
Basement Trek. Basement Trek. That's what we should do. We should
Well,
have
I will say my friend Jason Inman, he had a YouTube show called the Red Shirt Diaries about Star Trek, and now he is a writer's assistant. I believe he worked on Star Trek Section 31.
That's awesome.
Wow.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Great.
in the writer's room.
Mhm.
That's amazing.
Mm-hmm. Huh. That's a good one.
Yeah.
What about you, Jenny R? Can you think of any? I feel like there are a few more people
I
that
feel
start
like there
off.
are. Yeah. I mean, less so, but I know there's a picture of Will Wheaton dressed as Spock as a kid. Just from being a like super fan, cosplayer type vibe going to being a regular on a show. That's pretty cool.
Joshua
it's-
Reeves says Soylent Breen. Sorry, that's funny.
It's one of
Sorry.
the things that's so cool about the in front of the camera, behind the camera, people on Star Trek, so many of them were fans to begin with.
Mhm.
And that is so amazing. It's so cool. And it really, I don't know, it reflects very well on what this community is, what this universe is, because it's full of people who love it.
What I also find interesting are people who get hired to write for Star Trek, like Carlos Sisko, who weren't fans going in, but then like learned it as part of their
Yeah.
job and like binged everything, and then
Yeah.
walked out of there as like a Star Trek super continuity cop.
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah, there was
definitely.
somebody that just was talking about that.
That was,
Like a
that was
week-
Carlos Sisko.
Yes.
I told you that in the seventh rule. That's how
I was like,
found
who
out.
was that? Yeah. I love that stuff.
I watch your show, Ryan.
I just
Thank
feel like it's so
you.
respectful because, like, if you get hired to work on a franchise, it shocks me when people don't. I'm like, aren't you excited? And like, don't you want to know about what you're working for?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I guess that's just me.
Mhm.
So if you got hired to cover sports, you would like
Yes.
watch every game ever?
First of all, I might, yeah. In fact, well, no, but I'd start watching it and reading up on it. But like, also, I probably wouldn't even try to get hired for sports because I don't know anything about it.
And also, Star Trek is only 900 hours.
Exactly.
You know,
I really do want to do Basement Trek though. Like we'll have
Yes.
like,
How would we not?
everybody, we've got our live show, but it's all like super darkly lit and
Yeah.
like terrible,
yeah,
And so everybody's just kind of like, they're like,
the cable
And-
access.
yeah, and they're just like, hey, it's cold down here. Me and Rochi, we really like it.
Rochi.
When O'Brien, where are you going, Rochi? Rochi's gone. But me and Rochi really like it when O'Brien's on because he's cool. He gets us. But
Okay.
I like it when they go to Ryza too. This has been Basement Trek.
It's really good.
What do you guys think? Will that
It was
work?
amazing.
Oh
Definitely.
my gosh.
I think there's a market for it.
Mm-hmm. Anyway.
I mean, I couldn't follow the plot.
All right. So there's a lot more in the news, and some of it is obviously more Elias Tufexis. This is from cinemablend.com. Star Trek Discovery's Locke actor told us about learning his character's most exciting details at a point when he couldn't immediately freak out. What's this about, Dr. Anne-Marie Siegel?
For those of you watching, this is a spoiler.
Oh yeah, I thought. Wait, yeah. Are we allowed to say what he is or not?
I mean, it's not a spoiler in that the episode is aired, but just FYI, this is the spoiler for the previous episode of Discovery. So just FYI.
Yeah, that was 5 days ago, right?
Just hit mute for a minute.
It's out there.
Yeah.
It's out there. Just say it.
It's out there a lot. I see it everywhere.
Okay. So basically, he was like a total nerd when they told him that he was going to be a brain. He was like in the makeup chair, and his response was, "Brain don't take off their helmets." Like a total like comic book guy.
You mean like the
so funny.
Simpsons comic book guy?
Yes. And then
actually, the Breen are known to keep their helmets on because they can't breathe without it.
So then he was like, "Are you telling me I'm going to be the first Breen that takes his helmet off?" The makeup guys are geeks too, so it's like, yeah, it's going to be cool. It's going to be the first time in Star Trek, and that really got me excited. I just think that's so adorable. Like, amazing reaction and then amazing follow-up.
Oh my God, you guys, John Orchiola, as a member of the media, you learn a lot of things. Sometimes on purpose, sometimes they divulge things they're not necessarily supposed to divulge. And sometimes you report on it because that's your job. And other times you have to bite your tongue. What was the juiciest nugget you ever learned but could not say it?
Are we just talking are we talking about Star Trek Discovery, or are we talking about like
Star
anything?
Trek in general?
Oh.
And not like from a screener, but like from
somebody?
Yeah.
From somebody? Oh, I don't know. I don't know.
It was probably Picard season 3 related, I would think, because there were a lot of goodies there.
There was some stuff there. Like, did somebody say something to me? I wasn't that wasn't supposed to say it. Yes, those things have definitely happened. But nothing comes to mind like immediately. But yes, things have definitely been spoiled. A recent one, actually, now that I think about it, was during the junket for Discovery when I was talking to Michelle Paradise about season 5, and at that point, nobody had seen episode 1 of Discovery season 5 yet, and she just, while we were talking, she just basically started talking about the chase. About TNG the chase, which I knew what she was talking about, but I'm like, whoa, wait a minute, we shouldn't be talking about this at all.
Yeah.
So she just like starts going, oh, and then there's this episode, by the way, totally unrelated, called The
Well,
Chase.
I asked a very broad general question about TNG's connection to season 5, because there was already some stuff out there. Like the 800-year-old Romulan warship. If you do the math, that's 24th century. So that's not really a spoiler. But then she went right into the chase, and we had to hold that interview until Discovery season 5 came out, so that we had to sit on that for 3 weeks.
Oh,
I bet Jenny's heard
like,
some
maybe
things
she's
too.
just hanging out with Muhammad.
I've heard a couple things.
What have you heard in Twitter DMs, Jenny, that you couldn't
Yeah,
pass
what are people
along?
back channeling to you?
Well, I
think by
got
your art.
during the run of season 3 of Picard, a particular
Person. Showrunner.
person messaged me to say that there is a scene coming up at the end of this season that you are definitely going to want to paint, having seen this. And they were like, but like, I don't want to spoil it. And I was like, well, I mean, I'm a steel trap. So, and then they were like, yeah.
oh.
And then they did.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good spoiler.
That was insane. Yeah, that like I was like on the floor. Yeah. I was
I'll
like,
tell you
what is
guys,
happening? Yeah.
3 months ago.
My season 3 story about how I got completely spoiled on the Dominion, on the Changelings being the villains of season 3.
Ooh.
I was at the Paramount Upfront in January of 2023, and they were covering multiple shows. Picard was one of them. I was there for Picard, but there were the other Paramount Plus shows. Most of them were canceled now, like Grease and Fatal Attraction and stuff.
Ladies?
So now the funny thing is, I was a last minute invite to that FYC event, and I was supposed to get the first 6 episodes of Picard, so I would actually know what was being discussed at the panel, but they didn't send it to me. So I came in completely cold, whereas everybody else, I believe, had already seen at least some of the episodes. So Terry Matalas was there with Patrick Stewart and some other people, Jerry Ryan, and Terry was talking about season 3, but before he started, like, okay, so he basically started like and said, all right, you've all seen the first 6 episodes of Picard, so please, in your coverage, don't spoil that the Changelings are the villains. Don't spoil Picard. And like he just started rattling off all the things, every spoiler, the biggest spoilers of the show, and I was like, what?
Wow.
I'm looking around, it's like everybody was like, yep, we already know all this stuff. I'm like, so
You're like, I haven't.
yeah.
Amazing.
But what was really great about Terry was such an awesome guy. I talked to him afterwards, and I basically told him, like, hey, I didn't know any of this, and I don't mind, but I was just completely spoiled on the whole season. But it sounds amazing. And he's like, you haven't gotten the spoilers? And then he talked to the Paramount rep guys, and they got me the spoilers like within the hour.
Hey.
So Terry Matalas,
Awesome.
amazing guy.
So I'm going to divulge to you guys
You said to me about 3 weeks ago.
a couple current spoilers I have.
Oh.
One is from 3 months ago.
Oh.
I got the entire cast list for Starfleet Academy.
Good one.
And there are 2 legacy characters in it in one way or another.
Wait a minute.
But I can't say which, obviously, and I don't know how many episodes they're in. I don't think they're like fully regulars. But there are 2 legacy characters that are recurring at the very least. And obviously there's, a couple Discovery here's and there's. The other one is that I know what is going to be the next project that Star Trek is going to green light. It would have happened by now, but there's this impending sale. So I don't know. I'm just kidding. I don't know any of this
You
stuff. I'm just making all this shit up.
I was like,
don't know.
I was about to message you and say, hey,
Tell
send me a
me.
DM.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
I have
Wait,
to
but do
say
you have any
just
spoilers
kidding
about
because
Sisko
I am
Day?
kidding.
Yeah, what are
I'm
the
looking for a
Sisko Day
spoiler
spoilers?
about
Is he
Sisko
coming
Day.
back?
So
Yes.
everybody, tomorrow is everybody knows what's that Justin Timberlake song? It's gonna be May. So everybody knows tomorrow is going to be May. May is the month that the Sisko Day happens. So everybody, May 22nd, I believe that's a Wednesday, is the Sisko Day. Every year we're going to have a big, huge, live, virtual convention of festivities celebrating three things: the Sisko, the Sisko family, and Deep Space Nine.
Yes.
That's what the Sisko Day is. The Sisko family, and Deep Space Nine. Great shirt.
Yes.
Oh,
Advertise
perfect.
that. Good memory, Dr. Anne-Marie Siegel. So everybody, in just a little bit more than 3 weeks, we're gonna have the Sisko Day with all the festivities. It's gonna be great. Remember to do
Hashtag Sisko Day.
the Sisko Day, because we got the Sisko Day to actually trend on Twitter for almost 2 days. Pretty amazing. And Deep Space Nine did. That was us too, probably, hopefully.
That was
Definitely.
amazing.
Definitely. No question.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait. The best is yet to come.
Dave Gregory gets it. He goes, hashtag the Sisko Day.
Yeah.
What is Terry Rose saying?
Oh, I think that was about which characters were going to be in Starfleet Academy.
Oh,
Yeah. Actually, to be fair, I have another spoiler about that.
Ooh.
Oh,
I
which spoiler?
actually do have a spoiler about Starfleet Academy.
let's
About
hear it.
about someone that's in it. I can't tell you,
It's just us.
but I know something. And it's not the one that everyone thinks that it is. Which is not to say that that's not happening. Oh, geez. Hang on.
What's the one that everyone thinks it is in Starfleet Academy?
Okay, when I say it's not that, I just mean what I know is not that. There's one character that everyone expects will be in Starfleet Academy.
O'Brien?
No.
Boothby?
Oh my God. Yes.
Aww. Wait, no, that won't work
Everybody
because they're going to
expects
be in
Tilly to be
Discovery.
there.
Well, we
Yes,
expect
yes,
Tilly
yes.
to be there, sure. But I thought we were talking legacy
so
people.
what-
Tilly, of course.
What I know is not that.
Let's see.
Somebody
It's going to be
added-
somebody from Discovery. So Admiral Vance is going to be there. Maybe that guy Kovich might pop in here or there. Maybe we might have those 3 ensigns or those 3 cadets from before, but who knows?
That Ferengi
I feel like-
captain.
Oh, that'd be fun. They're going to have a Michael Burnham sighting in one episode at least. What if she's in the first episode? Because remember how Star Trek used to have
Oh, that is fun.
like a
I
send
love how
off,
they do
but then
that.
they
Yeah,
stopped
that is
doing
cool.
that.
Yeah,
They
I
stopped
like
doing
doing
that.
that.
Well,
They
because
need to do that again.
they stopped making shows in the same century, which
This is hilarious.
started making it complicated.
Okay, IMDb added a description for Star Trek well, first of all, it's Star Trek: Starfleet Academy, which is fun. But the description is centers on students at Starfleet Academy. Like, wow, thanks, guys. Oh my gosh. I wanted it to center on the
Man.
staff, though.
Spoiler.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
Oh, what was I just thinking?
I mean,
Well-
it's definitely tons of overlap with Discovery for their producers. And then the first
crew. A lot of
episode's
the crew
listed for
moved-
2026.
A lot of the crew, John. Yeah.
A lot of the crew moved from Discovery to Starfleet Academy.
That's awesome. That's
Ooh,
awesome.
DJ Kitty Cat says President Rilak. That's a good one. Interesting.
Have you guys ever seen the movie Existenz?
What's
Or
that?
Existenz? Yeah. It's
With a Z.
because you know David Cronenberg is like a filmmaker, right?
Yeah, of
Oh,
course.
yeah.
Yeah. Kovich, yeah. He's a like Canadian film legend.
He's a legend.
Oh, he's
yeah,
Canadian?
The Fly,
Yeah,
Lost
yes,
Highway.
he's Canadian. Yes, he's Canadian.
Isn't John Candy Canadian?
Yes.
Yes.
Who else do you guys have? That's right.
William
That's pretty
Shatner.
much it, right?
William
Oh yeah,
Shatner.
William Shatner?
Montgomery
Celine Dion.
Scott.
Elias
Yeah,
Tufexis.
isn't he?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Matthew Perry, Jim Carrey,
What?
Mike Myers,
Raven
Pamela
Dowd.
Anderson.
yeah, Nathan Fillion.
Nathan
Am I making that
Fillion.
up? Ryan
Martin
Reynolds?
Short?
Martin
Ryan
Short? Yeah.
Reynolds.
Yeah.
Are
Eugene
they all
Levy?
dudes? Is Canada
Mhm.
like all dudes mostly?
Ryan, Brett the Hitman
No.
Oh,
Hart,
Raven Dowd.
Brett the
Yes.
Hitman Hart. Yes.
Yes.
Chris Jericho,
Adam
Mhm.
Copeland.
Mhm,
Adam
mhm.
Copeland, and Christian Cage.
What about the guy who has the body of a professional bowler, but he's a wrestler?
Yeah,
Which
I
one?
promise Canada
Oh,
isn't on there,
Kevin
but
Owens.
that's all I've
Kevin
come up with
Owens.
here.
Kevin Owens, yes, and Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
Celine
Anyway,
Dion, Sarah McLachlan,
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Avril
Avril Lavigne,
Lavigne,
Andrew Wiggins.
Alanis Morissette.
Alanis Morissette. Thank
Andrew
you.
Wiggins,
Yeah.
basketball player.
Mhm.
Anyway, Rick Moranis, Joshua Reeves says.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
Oh my God.
One Trek fan says, we have both the Ryans, Ryan Reynolds and Ryan Gosling.
Both.
Yes. Ryan Gosling.
There's only two Ryans?
Mhm.
Two of note.
The
Not
top,
counting the one we're
the
talking
top
to.
Ryan.
Oh, there's just two of note. Thank you, Jenny, for clearing that up for me.
Two of note.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That's right.
I think that note is a D minor. John Orchiola needs to run off in just a second here, but thanks for
Dude.
hanging out with us, John. Any final
Yeah.
thoughts on Purple Stride before you jump out?
Yeah, please donate if you can. Donate to PanCan Purple Stride. I think it's pancan.org /Team Trek or any way you want to donate. And if you can do that event next year, there's a Purple Stride every April in your city or in Los Angeles. You should come out and do it. It's quite awesome. And tomorrow, just to let you know, I'm going to interview Mary Wiseman for Star Trek Discovery. We're going to chat about episode 6. And so if anyone has any questions for Tilly, go ahead and send it to me.
You should
Amazing.
Cool.
poke
Maybe
her
I'll ask
about Academy again and see what happens.
Oh yeah, she loves that.
I know.
Loves Star Trek
Yes.
Academy.
All right. Thanks very much, John. And
Thanks, guys.
good luck tomorrow with the awesome Mary Wiseman.
Have fun.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
I can't wait to read the interview.
See you, pal.
See you later.
Okay, I got a bone to pick. One Trek fan, Ryan Reynolds, Ryan Gosling. You guys said the only of Ryans of note.
Oh my
What
God.
about Meg Ryan? What about Nolan Ryan?
Oh.
5,000 strikeouts from
Those are
Nolan
last
Ryan,
names.
everybody.
First of all, Mohammed
about-
has Melanie. How do you say her last name?
Scrofano?
Scrofano. She's
Yeah.
Canadian.
Mhm.
And going to be at STLV.
Yes.
Well, everybody that's in Discovery,
Yes.
we don't need that because they're all Canadian there that shot.
Okay.
They get local talent.
Okay, one of my favorite Murdoch mystery actors is going to be on Discovery soon. I just happened to see it somewhere on the internet. I don't know if it's official, so I can't say. But I'm like,
Who is it?
oh my God, a crossover
Oh,
of
cool.
my favorite. I think it's somebody this week, but I can't really tell. Like there was there's conjecture in the Murdoch Mysteries Facebook group. Like they saw some of the pictures and they were like, "Is this her?" And people were like, "We don't know." So let's wait and see. Miss
What's
Pencil
Murdoch
is the
Mysteries?
person. One of my favorite TV shows ever.
I've never
It's
seen Murdoch
set in
Mysteries.
Toronto. What? It's so good. There are a bunch of Murdoch Mystery fans in our live chat.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Have we talked about Nikki DeBoer?
Oh yeah.
Somebody in the live
I
chat
forgot
did,
about that.
yeah.
Yeah. Because
Bob D.
Yeah.
Good job,
very,
everybody.
very important. Also, Riker's Canadian.
Who? What?
What? No, he's from Alaska.
I know, just kidding.
I was like, are you claiming Alaska?
That's a joke.
Yeah, we claimed it first.
Mhm.
Oh.
Okay. Anyway, there was a lot of other good stuff in the live
Yeah.
chat, but I lost it.
I really-
Nickelback. One
Yeah.
Trek fan says Nickelback, Katie Lang, Brian Adams,
Bare
Neil
Naked
Young.
Ladies.
Yeah,
Yes,
Allison
Neil
Pill.
Young. Neil Young, Joni
Oh.
Mitchell.
Okay.
Yeah. Gordon
Okay.
Lightfoot.
Gordon Lightfoot? Oh, that's
Woohoo!
cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lots of stuff.
Yeah.
Celine Dion, yeah, we got all those. We got all
Tragically
those.
hip. Tragically hip.
I can't believe Rick Moranis is Canadian. What's up with that?
You
So
can't?
cute.
Eugene Levy, of course. Good
We
knowledge,
do
DJ
we
Kitty
do
Cat, yeah.
Canadians. That's what not Canadians. We do comedians. That's what we do.
Well, DJ Kitty Cat reminds us that Eugene Levy is Canadian, but I heard his eyebrows are actually from I was gonna say Saskatchewan, but I'm like, wait, that's Canadian too, so never mind. Screwed up my own joke. All right,
Oh
moving on.
my God.
Yeah, but they're from Saskatchewan. All right. So up next, this is very interesting. This is also cinemablend.com. Star Trek Discovery's David Ajala. Is it Ajala or Ayala? I think
Yes,
it's
it's
Ajala.
Jadala. We did a
Is excited for fans to see additional scene that was filmed after cancellation. And I'm really hoping it's what I think it is. Okay, I haven't read this article.
Ooh.
Is Mick Jost, who's very good at writing, and he makes great, good stuff on
friend of the show,
Cinema Blend.
Mick Jost. Yeah.
Mhm. Is he saying, I hope to see the two of them get back together, and that
Yeah.
is what we see?
It has to be.
Hmm.
What else can it be?
Well, here's the thing, because they might just get back together in this season normally. Maybe they already wrote that in, or maybe they're going to make us wait
So
till
let
the
me read
sixth
you the
season to get them
quote,
back.
if that's
Yeah.
okay.
Mhm.
Okay. It's like, so basically, okay, so this is in response to that conversation. It's like trying to explain this so I give nothing away. The way season 5 was written and shot was so complete and wholesome. But then to be given a gift afterward, even though it's bittersweet that the show has come to an end, to be able to film some additional bits was so wonderful. It was such a treat because we literally just bookended a few little things. But there's one very specific thing that we did, which I'm so excited for the fans to see because it exceeded my expectations. It's very, very special.
Oh.
And then Mick said, I'm not 100% sure what that means, but if he's excited, I'm excited.
Yeah.
What, so is it possible that he and Michael Burnham don't get back together at the end of season 5 and then they just kind of added it in because they're going to make us wait forever? And also, can I ask the question, why is Book always cold? It doesn't
Because he's
matter.
always wearing a coat.
Right. But I mean, like,
There are a
shouldn't
few
he take
different
off?
explanations. Grudge might shed a lot, so he might always just be covering up like lots of cat hair.
Hmm. Mhm.
Or maybe
Maybe
it's
he's
just
always
like
cold.
he doesn't have pockets on it unless he's wearing the coat.
Mhm.
Because everybody else is walking
Maybe-
around in little unions or doing whatever, and he's just always like
It's like
head
his
to
arms
toe,
are
like
too
he's in the
hot. People
Antarctic.
can't handle it. He has to cover them up.
Mhm.
Maybe.
I mean, he's just cool. So like, he doesn't have to wear a uniform, so he can wear whatever he wants. And he's like, why wouldn't I be like make myself look like the coolest person on the ship?
I'd go
I
with
gotta be
t-shirt
here.
and jeans if I could wear whatever I want,
Yeah, of
which I
course.
can
Me
and
too.
do. I wouldn't be like, I'm gonna wear a trench coat, big.
No.
I think he has gloves too. Does he have gloves too?
Probably, yeah. Maybe fingerless gloves.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
like that. That's
Mhm.
anyway.
Yeah. I mean,
Booker
as
is
someone who
cooler than
used
I'll
to
ever
walk
be,
around
so.
wearing a leather trench coat at one point in my life, I get it.
Well, it's interesting. So
I
like
get it.
one interesting thing is that like Sonequa Martin Green in another interview had said like she was already surprised when they did the trailers for season 5. Like
Mhm.
she had just assumed Booker even being in season 5 was like a surprise, and then that just
Oh.
came out in the previews, and I was like, oh yeah, we wouldn't have known that otherwise. So that is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But I kind of think maybe they do, because usually like seasons of Discovery do have a wholesome ending. So I kind of feel
Mhm.
like maybe they're back together, but then the book end is showing that they like continue to have a loving life together and that their relationship lasts.
Mhm. Hmm.
What is
Yeah,
the
I mean,
live chat thing?
I expected Booker to be back in season 5. I didn't
Yeah, I
even
did too.
I didn't for a second think, well, that's the end of him. They
Yeah.
broke up, so he's
I mean,
done.
also
He's the
that.
show's Han Solo. Of course he's going to be
Exactly.
back.
Hmm. He is a resource.
Let's see.
He's an associate, if I remember
Yeah.
correctly.
Exactly. He's a resource for the Discovery, but he's also a resource for the crew. He's a resource for like the show because look
Mhm.
at him. And he's amazing. He's so good.
Oh my God. Somebody says, Sabco BDS says, it's Grudge crowned Queen of the Universe.
That's
Amazing.
the final scene. Yeah.
It's Grudge having kittens. Amazing.
That's awesome.
I just want to say that there's something new that looks really good right now, you guys.
One Trek fan, says, why does the Fonz always wear a black leather jacket? Good question.
Because
These are
it's
like
cool.
protein bar cookies, but now they have a new
Ooh.
flavor.
With
Frosted
sprinkles.
cookies, chocolate cake flavor. Yum.
Hmm.
Wow.
Well, that looks nice.
They could be a sponsor. I'll
Here's the
take
other
those over
thing.
chicken nuggets.
Muhammad got a package from Jenny R. Johnson. It was a present for his administrative assistant, and she loved it. Thank you.
Oh
You're
God,
awesome.
he's so sweet. Oh,
Aw.
that's
That
so
reminds me,
nice.
did somebody say Dr. Muhammad Noor? Well, Dr.
Uh-huh.
Muhammad Noor sent in a message a couple days ago. He says, "Hi all, I thought you might enjoy these comments from my class."
Yay.
Yes.
He's got a class called Genetics Evolution Star Trek. Cool. In
Mhm.
response to the question, quote, do you think you're likely to watch more Star Trek having taken this course? For reference, only 3 had ever seen any on TV, and here's the distribution of episodes the class saw. If you're a nerd like me, you're going to be pissed that he didn't say exactly which episodes.
I
But
know.
here are here's the episode count, the series count. 1 TOS episode, 3 TNG, 1 DS9, 3 Voyager, 1 Enterprise, 1 Disco, 2 Strange New Worlds, 1 Lower Decks. Now, of the 3 TNG, probably might have been one of them was the Chase. I think that's good. Oh, Voyager. Oh no, was it the lizards, the Warp 10?
Threshold?
Yeah, Threshold, one of the Voyagers.
Oh, TOS was
man.
Devil in the Dark.
Nice.
That's the Horda episode, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
Interesting. So anyway, these are their responses when he said, now that you've taken this class, are you likely to watch more Star Trek?
Hmm.
The answers were, yes. At first, I wasn't really interested. However, after seeing an episode from Discovery, I quickly shifted mindsets. Another says, I am absolutely more likely to watch a Star Trek episode. After taking this course, I'm making my way through Discovery before going back to finish Voyager. Another one says, yes, I am. Before this class, I thought Star Trek was just a worse version of Star Wars, so I refused to watch any Star Trek related stuff. Now, I see how it's so different, and I'm interested in watching the newer shows and movies.
That's so cool.
Another one says, yes, I'm more likely to watch a Star Trek episode in the future, especially Discovery. Another one says, yes, I always loved sci-fi shows, but just had never watched Star Trek, and I really enjoyed it. Another says, yes, I really enjoyed watching the newer episodes. Another says, my dad has always been big into the Star Trek show, but I never got into them. After taking this course, I've started to like it more and see myself watching more in the future. Some of these people I think are just angling for a good grade.
No.
They're just like,
Oh.
like the ones that say specifics about like Discovery, I believe it. But the ones that are like, yes, I will watch Star Trek.
So that was
more
my
after.
analyst. Oh, so like one of my analyses in looking at this, because the most people said they want to watch Discovery more. I was like, are they just saying that because their teacher is the occasional biology consultant for Discovery? And then Muhammad told me they don't know that unless they
You should tell them after
Oh my
and be like,
God.
by the way, thanks for
Surprise!
watching my show, everybody.
Here's my photo op and autograph.
Yeah.
Here's my autograph on your
Mhm.
grade.
Oh
Okay.
my gosh. Yeah, it's amazing. I have two
Somebody
favorite
else
comments. Oh, you
somebody
keep
else
going.
said, I definitely watch more Star Trek episodes in the future after this course, but I will have to be honest that it might only be the new episodes as the graphics appeal to me more. Another one says, yes, but only the pre-2000s
Yes, that's one
ones.
of my favorite ones. He's so cute. Love that guy or girl.
The
Person.
exclamation point really sells
Yes.
it, huh?
Yeah.
Another says, yes, scientific and moral theme are fascinating. Find myself thinking about Star Trek plots more so than other shows. Another one still
That's my
says,
other favorite. I think that's such a beautiful
yes,
way to put it.
Mhm.
I feel like watching Star Trek is an exciting way of learning science. And I
Oh,
would definitely watch more episodes to critique each episode's scientific accuracy.
that's
Another
cool.
one says, yes. Another
I
one
like that
says,
person too.
Yeah.
yeah, I am more likely to
Because they're
watch a
busy
Star
watching
Trek
Star Trek.
episode
They have to
after taking
finish.
this course. Thank you for an amazing class and semester. That's how you get a good grade.
Hmm.
Another one still says, yes.
I love it.
And then another one says, I am definitely interested in watching more Star Trek episodes after having taken this course because I'm curious to see other scientific concepts explained in the show. And I'm also curious to explore the character dynamics and see the different adventures that they go on. Another says, most definitely. And the last one says, absolutely. But I already watched Trek.
Oh my gosh, are we going to see any of them at the Nashville Creation Star Trek convention? Like, it's not that long of a drive.
Maybe.
When is
That's
Creation doing a Star Trek convention in
Nashville.
Nashville?
I can't
It's
remember
in
which
I
month that
bet
one
it's
is.
September.
September.
Oh.
Yeah, it is September.
Amazing.
Wild.
Everybody go check that out.
Yeah.
So Mohammed says some of the people filled it out actually before watching any Discovery. So it actually is probably an underestimate how many
Oh,
times
that's
Discovery
cool.
would get mentioned.
Hmm.
So cool.
That's just awesome. Like, oh, Muhammad, you are out there doing important work on a number of fronts.
Yes.
A
You know?
beachfront, a
Mhm.
storefront,
Yeah.
you name it.
Yeah.
Great
You're
stuff by
educating, but you're also edgy.
Professor Dr. Mr. Muhammad Noor.
Yes.
All right, back to work, everybody. That was a lot of fun. Keep up the good work, Muhammad. And maybe you'll come on our show sometime.
Wouldn't that be awesome? Do you think he would?
I don't know.
Oh my
We'll see what
gosh.
happens.
Oh, there's
Ah.
also the Creation Charlotte in October 2025
All right. Yeah.
after they've watched a bunch more.
Okay, this is really interesting here.
Ooh.
This is from a website called twitter.com.
Ooh.
Dr. Anne-Marie Siegel, can you tell us what we're looking at here?
Oh, this is really cool. So there's it gets released September 3rd, 2024. It's the art of Glenn Hetrick, Alchemy Studios, who's been on Seventh Rule to talk about his work on Discovery, and it's revealing the magic of prosthetic makeup artistry, which includes all 5 seasons of Discovery. And I just love that Linus picture. It's amazing.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, I mean, he showed in this Twitter thread like a few different characters, like, and at different processes in the makeup. I mean, like, Linus is obviously iconic.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, after Glenn Hetrick was on the Seventh Rule, I started following him on Twitter, and then I also started following Alchemy Studios, and just like the work they do, especially when it's like prosthetics for like burn victims or cadavers. Sometimes I'm like, I can't tell the difference from the picture. It's amazing, and like, look how real this looks. The way the light captures everything. It's so like there's so much like dimension.
Yeah,
That
it's
is incredible
beautiful.
detail.
Beautiful.
Yes. which I
Wow.
mean, there's so much artistry. It reminds me too of like what Michael Westmore was saying the other day on the Allegiance review for the TNG episode on Seventh Roll, where he said like he would make the aliens, but then also kind of add like a mole here or there or a scar, and like to make it like a really individual, like lived in alien. It's incredible.
Wow.
I know. Like
Look
this
at that
book
detail.
It's crazy.
unbelievable.
It's crazy. Like the texture, the color, the translucence, like the it's not like like there's depth there. It's crazy.
So cute.
Mhm.
And here's the mask itself.
Yeah.
For the mold. Yeah, the mask on the mold. So incredible.
Yeah, just
Anyway, you can look at
Incredible.
that for quite some time.
Yeah,
Yes.
and like if you look, like his Saru ones are so cool.
Mhm.
Love it.
Yeah, so here's Saru.
Oh, cool.
He looks
Mhm.
tired.
Yeah.
He looks like he's been in makeup for
Yeah.
quite some time.
Oh,
He just
That's our-
rolled out of bed.
Good buddy, Mr. Doug Jones.
Yeah.
Here he is in his heels,
Mhm.
without heels.
oh my gosh, those boots.
Yeah.
Those legs go all the way up, let me tell
Yes,
you.
they
legs
do.
for miles.
Yeah, he does. His legs go all the way up to his rib cage, basically.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Everybody just listening in, we're just admiring some visuals
Yeah.
that you
Oh my
can't see.
God.
Sorry about that.
This is a really great pod.
Yeah. This is good pod stuff.
captivating.
That guy kind of looks like Ethan Peck,
It
doesn't he?
does, yeah.
Oh, he's cute.
Like he's sneaking in, wants to play makeup.
Mhm. Well, that
Miriam.
is wonderful.
Oh my gosh, Aaron was incredible.
It looks like some Laurel stuff.
Mhm.
I mean, the amazing thing too was when I was like scrolling through these, it made me like miss some of the characters and also pre-miss some of the characters. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm like gonna miss Saru and Linus, and I wish we had so much more of them.
Yeah.
And I was
Oh,
like, I'm really miss Mary Chieffo on Star Trek.
yeah.
Me too. I keep thinking she's going to pop up in Section 31. I mean,
I
Ash
hope.
Tyler for sure, but Mary Chieffo, I keep thinking.
She really was like every show, like Armin likes to say, has their like ambassador.
Yeah.
And she, like,
Yes.
especially, and the ambassador to the fans, which is kind of Aaron Eisenberg for Deep Space Nine.
Mhm.
And just Mary Chieffo was so that person. So I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, it's been sad not having her around. Just bring her back.
Mhm. Oh,
I'm like,
Yeah,
just to
that's-
tie up the loose end of Mohammed Noor, who's in the live chat, on Sunday, he's back for BioTrekkie Explains with,
oh,
Is it-
yay.
or is it that the next week? Because they're doing 2 episodes at a time. So make sure you're checking BioTrekkie Explains on his YouTube site for BioTrekkie
Mhm.
with the Admiral.
Make sure you get
do
do the little bell thing. You get the
yes,
notification.
with Jane Brooke. It's amazing.
Oh no, we've lost Ryan.
Here I am.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Also, check this out. There's more to this, in fact. I didn't realize. More preview pages from Star Trek Discovery.
Yes.
The Art of Glenn Hetrick out this September.
Wow, that's great.
Woo, doggy. Listen to that metal.
Mhm.
I can tell. That dude listens to metal. Either that or the Eagles. I don't know.
Mhm. Or both.
Yeah. The metal Eagles can't
Yeah, man.
fly. This is kind of cool too.
Yes. It's amazing.
Mhm.
And then
What is this guy?
What is
Was
that
that
guy?
the alien that David Benjamin Tomlinson played at the beginning of season 3?
I don't remember.
Oh, it's John Orchiola.
Hey!
back of the head.
Back of the head.
Amazing.
Oh my god.
Amazing. Okay, so
Dr.
Mohammed's
Isa.
BioTrekkie Explains is this Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern. Wow.
Crazy. Yeah, that's amazing.
Yuck.
Mm.
Well, that's a lot of
Whoa.
That's
faces.
mean. Maybe their mouths just look different. Okay. And then one other thing is the preview pictures for this week's Discovery, which look
Oh, boy.
amazing because I mean, I just thought of Ryan T. Husk and Sirach immediately because you guys love talking about Town Square and hacky sack kids running around.
Oh, boy.
New little societies. And I was like, oh, yes, we're back to basics. And someone
Town
quoted
Square
Michelle
kids.
Paradise as saying, like, oh, we're in for a TOS fashion away team mission.
Nice. That's amazing.
And I just love TrekCore, the way that they like TrekCore actually like labels each picture with a caption of what they think they're looking at.
Mhm.
Sometimes they're very fun.
Mm.
Well, there's a lot going on here.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're 16 this time. And
Whoa.
I know, such a cute kiss. Oh, so fun. And anytime they show like a new society, I'm like, how long till we see them at a convention?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. Well, this one seems like it's pretty easy to cosplay. It's just humans with
It's
a
just that like thing on
forehead
their forehead.
tattoo.
Yes.
Yeah. And nice rope belts.
Yes.
We got to get our macrame skills going. Where's my macrame book?
Oh.
What is
Mm.
macrame?
It's the art of not here it is, macrame. I was right, actually.
Oh my
I do have a macrame
gosh.
book. Yeah. See? Macrame. You can make all kinds of cool like things out of twine or rope.
Yeah, pre-warp society
Mhm.
outfits.
Yeah.
Oh, macrame is twine or rope stuff.
Isn't
Yeah,
it
like
crochet?
yeah, it is, but it's
like
made
with-
but you're like tying knots instead of
Yeah.
like doing any kind of weaving. Like it's all by hand pretty well. Macrame.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, I love that you had that at the ready.
I know, right?
I know.
Yeah, there's like got some you know, like yeah, this is how you tie this knot. This is how you make this little ropey thing.
Wow.
It smells like the 60s.
Mm. Yo.
Amazing.
Oh,
Okay.
weed. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, weed is where it's at. That's
No,
where
it
the
just smells like
60s.
smells like old book.
Sounds
Ooh.
nice.
Yeah.
So, all right. Kale Bliss says, hey, all, unrelated tangent. If you thought John Wick was an underdog, wait till you see Monkey Man. I vote best director.
Ooh.
Somebody else says Barbie soundtrack. What are they talking about in there? They're
I
having
don't
fun.
know.
I don't know.
All right. Anyway, let's talk about the week ahead, everybody. First things first, look
Okay.
at the week behind. Yesterday on the Seventh Rule YouTube channel, we released our full review of yesterday's Enterprise with very special guest Denise Crosby joining us for the entire episode. We talk all about it. People gush. We giggle. It's an amazing time. Do not miss it. The full review is available on the Seventh Rule YouTube channel right now. Also, tomorrow, Wednesday, on the Falling Tower YouTube channel, on Star Trek and Chill, we mentioned that Falling Tower, the Watch the First podcast, may be on hiatus, may be done forever even. Most people didn't believe it. Well, tomorrow, Wednesday, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern Time on the Falling Tower YouTube channel, you'll find out, will there be a new episode or will there not be a new episode? Check it out. 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern Time on the Falling Tower YouTube channel. Why is that funny?
Just is.
And then on Thursday, this coming Thursday, 6 p.m.
Mohammed
Pacific.
said it's a sequel. WTS. Watch the second.
Yeah. Thursday, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern Time on the Seventh Rule YouTube channel. We've got our full review, the Seventh Rule full review of Season 5, Episode 6, Star Trek Discovery. with a very special guest, writer of the episode, Brandon Schultz. Can you believe it? So he's going to tell us all about it. It hasn't dropped yet, but when it does, watch it quick. Then watch the 7th Rule review with Brandon Schultz. Then on Friday at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on the Virtual TrekCon YouTube channel, watch us, 5 p.m. Pacific, did I say? 8 p.m. Eastern Time. It is Star Trek and chill. We hang out, we talk about Star Trek, we chill. It's a great time. It feels like coffee talk. We'll talk, no big whoop. And then this coming Sunday at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern Time on the 7th Rule YouTube channel, we have our first segment review of, oh, this one's nuts. Where are we? Oh, there it is. Oh boy, Tin Man, everybody's favorite episode, Tin Man. So check that out, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern Time on the 7th Rule YouTube channel this coming Sunday. That's it for us. Jenny R. Johnson, can you please tell everybody where they can find you online, on Instagram too? Wow.
I know. Yeah, so you can find me on good old Twitter at Jenny R. Johnson. I'm trying to keep that updated. I'm also over on Instagram and Facebook, and I'm on TikTok, but I'm working anyway, whatever. You can find me on most social media platforms at Jenny R. Johnson Art. I said that right? My brain just weep.
My brain's done that like 5 times in the last 5 minutes.
What else? Or my website, jennyrjohnson.com. If you're in the Halifax, Nova Scotia area this weekend, I'm doing an in-person show at Spring Geekwinox.
Yeah.
I'll
off
be
in like 2 minutes.
the Artist Alley. I'll be in the Artist Alley there, and you can buy prints from me. And I think that's basically everything. Yeah, and I'm starting new stuff, and so check out my social media because I got new stuff coming.
Mm-hmm. And Dr. Anne-Marie Siegel, besides being off in about 2 minutes, where can people find you online?
Wait, did you hear that?
Yes.
Yeah.
You turned off your camera but left your sound
You didn't
on.
turn off your audio, you
So
turned off your
sorry.
camera. You went, I'm off in about 2 minutes.
It's because my sister made me dinner.
Oh, what are you
That's
having?
amazing.
Chicken nuggets?
They're kind of shrimp nuggets, actually, with like
Ooh.
special Asian sauce, and they look amazing. And carrot salad.
That's wonderful for you. I'm very excited for you.
No, sorry.
Yeah, I don't really care it.
Oh my gosh, she's the best cook. Okay. What was I gonna say?
Anne-Marie Siegel 1 on Twitter.
No, I was making sure I added John Rocchiola back into the head to the live chat because he was our guest earlier. Yeah, and at Anne-Marie Siegel 1 on Twitter. Oh, and you know what I was also going to say? Brandon Schultz, who's going to be our special guest this week, he also wrote the short track, The Girl Who Made the Stars, which they actually made into a book for kids, which I need to get my niece. Yeah.
Good note there. Good note. All right, everybody. And you can find me on twitter.com at RyanTGHusk. Once again, that's at RyanTGHusk, or just Virtual TrekCon, the 7th Rule, or Falling Tower on your favorite social media. But especially, what the heck is so darn funny right here on
I feel
YouTube.
so bad I interrupted you.
And I'm just laughing because she's laughing.
As long as we're laughing, we're happy.
Yeah.
Because I love shrimp.
Thanks very much for hanging out, KL, Bliss, Athena, Chuck, Lucia, Tiffany, John, Robert Kaiser, War Dog, what's up, Dave, Joshua, Linda, and so on, Allison, Leach Hyde, Chris Marshall, Terry Rose. That's it for us, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with us. It's been a great time. When you want to talk about PanCan, go to pancan.org. And then, oh, wait. We should do a final check.
Oh, yeah.
Let's do a final check.
Let's see how much
Let's see if
money
we
we
reached
see how much money we
200,000 on
raised
that
for them,
website.
yeah.
199, 546. Push us over the edge, guys. Thanks very
Oh.
much. Put it on the main viewer.